Carluccio managed to get a wonderful implement to make life easier. And it is bollitore. Bollitore means cooker of pasta. Inside, I already put water, and look at this. It's boiling the water, but there's nothing there yet. But I want you to show that you lift this one here, and when the pasta is cooked, and you just put it in the sauce. Now we let it boil a little bit, but first of all, adding about 10 grams of salt per liter of water, so because you have to give a bit of taste and flavor to the pasta before it's coming. And 10 grams per liter of water, 1 liter of water per 100 grams of pasta, so that the pasta can swim freely, liberty, freedom, in order to exude the starch. Now, this is really a funny thing, because when you buy an already made sauce, the sauce they are sort of sorted out already at the beginning, being artisanal, like the mama or granny would cook them. And this one is a particular sauce called sugo alla Puttanesca. Puttanesca in Italian means whore, basically. I don't know. I will make investigation why it's called like this. We assume that one lady of leisure didn't have very much time and cooked the sauce in advance. And this is a wonderful sauce containing obviously tomatoes, onion, and capers and olives, and it is really just a little bit of anchovy as well. And it's a wonderful sauce actually. But when you buy a sauce like this, bear in mind that it is concentrated. So if you want to prolong it for a few people more, then you dilute it with a little bit of either water or the boiling pasta. In my case, I will put just a little bit of the oil in the pan. You could fry extra garlic if you like. Put extra peperoncino, that are also available at Carluccio. Wonderful, sort of, not too hot, but wonderful peppers. And naturally, if you want to dilute it with a polpa di pomodoro, which is the pure pulp of tomatoes. Carluccio has sort of I went in the past to the search of the best what we could find. And the polpa di pomodoro is a sort of not dissimilar to passata. The passata is thinner. Here the polpa is more pulpy. And what you do, you heat the oil in the pan. Meanwhile, we will put, because it's boiling here, pasta in the water so that it cooks in the same time. We have here the normal pasta spaghetti that you know about, but Carluccio, for the big eaters, offers now 1.5 kilo, which is 3 times this spaghetti. But not only that, because they have the original length of how the spaghetti are made, and they are made for the drying sort of on the top of stick. So look how the spaghetti are long. There are people that they want the long spaghetti, the original one. The other one that cut in two. You see they have here a wonderful bowl, and this is where they came and they put the spaghetti around to dry. Now we take a little bit of spaghetti, that will be enough for 1 or 2 probably. And because for some people they will be a little bit too long perhaps, because imagine the long will be like this, you just crack it here a little bit, you break in 2 actually. And this is coming now into the bollitore. The pasta is boiling, and there in it, people they like it long so they don't break it into. We have to wait now the curl to put them all into the water without to break them. Yes. There you are. We push them a little bit down, and don't put any olive oil or something like this on the water, because they only need it when you have 2 sheets of pasta, not to stick together. Just in that case. Otherwise, never put olive oil, it's not necessary. When they're in the water for about a few seconds, then you stir them like this, and they don't stick anymore. So meanwhile, the oil here is ready. I put the Puttanesca sauce in it with the capers and with everything. Too much? Again? No, that's fine. Be careful not to burn yourself. And in this case I had a little bit of the pulp of tomatoes. To open, I do like this, it's much easier to open. A little bit of this, wonderful. So we have here the sauce for 2 or 3 portions, and it is really very good. The olives they're showing, the capers as well. The pasta is cooking now. Be sure that the salt, eventually you could put a bit of chili or something like that if you like it, but to ensure that the salt is enough, I taste it. Perfect, just a little pinch of salt. So what I done, I improved it, the quantity, the taste and flavor, this is fair, they're there. And this more or less you do with every sauce concentrated in a little jar. Eventually, you could put a little bit of water when the pasta is boiling to dilute it a little bit, because you mustn't forget that when the pasta is cooked and you put it into the sauce, it still absorbs a little bit of moisture. There you are. Now the pasta. This lovely pasta. Yeah, it started to be good. It took me and my ex-wife, Priscilla, quite some time to put together all the suppliers of very good ingredients. And those suppliers, we still use them today. Carluccio uses them today. And it is very good material, very good sort of the pasta special. We have compliments from other people. Because you see, not pasta is pasta. Some of the pasta is made with inferior grain, sort of durum wheat, and doesn't cook very well. It's a bit sticky or something like that. This one is perfect. Let's see again. It's always tasting, not just going away and leaving the pasta by itself. Above all, you see how long it is? Above all, when the pasta is cooked, it has to be served. Don't wait too long, because pasta it is prepared especially to be eaten fresh. I do, however, quite a lot of things with leftovers. For example, on a sauce like that, if I cook a little bit more than I want, then you, the next day, you put in the sauce, in the pasta and the sauce is already mixed, a couple of eggs, a bit of Parmesan cheese, and you do an omelette, and it's wonderful. In Italy, they do it always when they go for a picnic. So you have to have pasta on a picnic as well. What do you do? Frittata di macaroni. So, and now comes the famous bollitore and in operation. And what do we do? Drain it. And we put it into the sauce. Oops. That's it. Now you mix it very well with the sauce. I know that in Britain people they want a lot of sauce. However, in Italy the pasta should be just coated with the sauce, where you still have the taste of the pasta. And then we serve it on a plate. Ah, wonderful. The long spaghetti now. Perfection. You see, I did the sauce for another plate. So wonderful to share for two. And these are spaghetti alla Puttanesca. Some people would like to have Parmesan, but Parmesan everywhere. The purists, they like it not with cheese. But here I have a little of grating, fresh grating, which is always the best. Grating it fresh from one piece And this is in honor of old lady of leisure. The taste. Ah, lovely. So you see, the sauce, it's enough to cover the pasta. You could put a bit more, but now, when they are very long like this, you have to lift a little bit, then pin it to the side of the plate. You don't need a spoon. In fact, in Italy, a spoon usually only on soups. Look, lovely morsel.